Hi, this is LinkedIn Love. We are presenting this workshop to help you and your community learn and grow about our LGBTQ youth and any risks that they may be exposed to. So do you remember your high school days? Do you remember going out, hanging out with friends, attending high school football games? Did your parents give you any rules as you went out to be home by curfew? Were there ever places or situations your parents warned you about? I'd like you to think about that for just a minute. Think about situations that maybe your parents tried to discourage you from, like parties where there may be drugs or alcohol involved, or any risky behavior that you may be exposed to. During your high school days, did you experience any bullying, mocking from other students, or maybe you were the one doing the mocking? I want to talk to you about some risks and facts about what our youth are going through at this time. So our high school age kids love to press our boundaries. It's like having a 3-year-old all over again. So one of the things I like to ask my teen is, do you know who's going to be at this said party? Or who are you going with? How are you getting there? And do you have a means to find out exactly where your teen is? Are they really where they said they are? And do you know any of their friends? Who are they driving in the car with? Do these other kids or friends encourage positive choices or behaviors where maybe your child might be lacking? Some of the facts that I discovered are that high school age teens are experiencing unintended problems partially due to influence of social media. Especially our LGBTQ teens, they're at an even greater risk for experiencing bullying, depression, and violence compared to their peers. Some of the potential outcomes versus our connections, obviously bullying, depression, self-harm, physical violence, sexual violence, substance abuse, and yes, they are at risk for suicide. So connections that you can make to helpfully counteract some of these outcomes are to talk to your teen, not just the LGBTQ teens, any high school age youth we need to make connections with. Find out who their friends are. Find out who their parents of these friends are and get to know them. Find out where they're actually spending their time. There are a lot of different apps that you can, track your kids' locations to make sure that they are safe, that also track if they're in an automobile accident, things like these that will help you stay connected with your youth and figure out, how are they spending their time? Are they just holed up in a friend's basement playing harmless video games? Or are they out in an abandoned building doing bonfires and drinking and smoking and a number of other things? So I want to encourage inclusivity. Parents, teachers, nurses, everyone, this includes you. Get to know an LGBTQ youth. Get to know any high school age youth. Ask them what their goals are. Find out what they're passionate about. Befriend them. Include them in activities like any volunteering that you might be doing, any church activities as a ward, and help them find their strengths. So just a few things. Number one, get involved and help them to manage their social media use. Leaders, parents, teachers, we need every single one of you. And their mental health, substance abuse, and suicide are not worth it. So get connected and make connections.